It's time to go ninja on some bad guys in Sega's classic The Ninja for the Sega Master System from 1986. We've got a detailed storyline here, but in short, this is like Commando meets Shinobi meets Frogger, and it's based off of a Sega arcade game called Sega Ninja, a title that I prefer. When you put Sega in front of anything, it's cool, like Sega bass fishing. I would much rather go Sega bass fishing than real bass fishing. That sounds boring and smelly. But Sega bass fishing sounds awesome, and so ninja. Okay, so enemy ninjas are armed with those cloaks that the hobbits had in Lord of the Rings. So if you see a rock, know it's a hobbit ninja. There's a hobbit about to go ninja on me to the left. Beware! 2 buttons on the Master System controller. One throws stars commando style in the direction that you're running. The other one strafes, which is more like a spaceship shooter, and fires stars or knives directly in front of you. I personally always have a problem with commando style controls and just run right into people, unless I'm playing Berserk, because the robots are much slower. And I found that just backing away from enemies in this game and strafing them works quite well, until you get to some later levels when, well, you'll see. At the end of each of these short levels, you'll encounter some pseudo-end bosses, and the cool thing about the Ninja is that it rapidly changes style and pace, more so than most games from this era. The levels are short and become very challenging, but combined with the storyline and the map between levels and a variety of backgrounds, it really makes you feel like you're going somewhere and doing something. Instead of just charging against mindless waves of enemies, the Ninja is a more diverse game than most of these 2D top-down run-and-gun style shooters. Okay, holding down both buttons on the Master System controller will make the Ninja temporarily invisible and allow them to dodge shots. Note that if I wasn't playing with rapid-fire, machine-gunning, throwing-star ninja knife things, by hammering away at the fire button, I would have had a higher bonus multiplier. When you play the game repeatedly, you'll notice quickly the enemies always attack you from the same spots. So during these early levels in particular, you can save your ammunition and go for a much higher bonus multiplier, which puts you closer to extra lives, which you'll need later. When you get them all lined up like that and run backwards and strafe them, it's like shooting ninjas in a barrel full of ninjas. Here we go, this is what I call the Frogger level. And you're not trying to reach the other side or dodge traffic, you're just trying to survive until the end of the level. But like Frogger, you can move around onto the logs in order to aim for the enemies. I find this level pretty tricky and lost a couple extra lives here. What we need here is a frog. Ninjas don't belong on water. After you get through that, it's a real feeling of accomplishment. And the game continues. I like that level a lot though, because it separates the ninja from just about every other game in the genre. And it superbly pulls off this feeling of adventure and travel on the 8-bit Master System. Production value in The Ninja is well above average for the mid-80s. And note that I'm also collecting scrolls. The red ones give me a power-up for larger, more powerful throwing stars, and you need the green ones to actually complete the game. The Ninja is cool for so many reasons. The music is solid, the gameplay is fun, and it's a game that you won't find on the Nintendo Entertainment System. It's a Sega game, and a terrific example of some relatively obscure Master System classics that are worth revisiting today. The Ninja won't break the bank. You can find it easily and affordably. You can eBay-isably. I ended up running behind at this end boss and barely finishing the level. But one final word of advice, you cannot shoot the horses, and they are much bigger than you. Be careful, or your game may end like mine in The Ninja. Trampled by horses.